I always just edit it in post. It says we're live.
So we live.
All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Good morning, or good evening, good afternoon.
Happy Friday, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good night, depending on where you are.
GMs and GNs.
Welcome to welcome to this edition of the zkSync Weekly Rollup. We are still waiting on our guest, but we started streaming already, and just to not to keep you all waiting for today's zkSync Weekly Rollup. We're still waiting on Ankur, our CFO, to join, but in the meantime, if you have any questions about the announcement that came this week, hello everyone, see the comments, GMs. If you have any questions, feel free as usual to drop them in the comments of the video in the chat. You will be able to ask questions to our guest. And apart from that, let's get started then, and perhaps go over the big news that we had this week.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's see. Let's go ahead and we can go ahead and start off with just a few community announcements until our guest arrives today. So some initial things. Congratulations to the community. We've broken the barrier for 200,000 users on our Discord server. It's incredible to see. We love the growth and seeing all the new people here, and we hope to get you all caught up with what's going on in zkSync, and that's part of what we do here. So it's been great to see the growth. Thank you so much for everybody for joining. We also just wanted to point out we have noticed that there were some issues with Crew 3 in these last few quests. Basically what's happening is there's just so many people who are going in at once. I think we have around 100,000 people on our Crew 3, so it's like everybody joining in at once. That's bogging down their website, but they're really reacted to it. So in our chat, when that happens, we usually have people who are telling you like, hey, it's all right, everything's taken care of. We have a Crew 3 specific chat to keep you updated when there's main thing or big things like this. So remain calm, everything's okay, and we always get things fixed up afterwards. And so it's just a fun thing to do. So there's no rush, no need to me running around everywhere trying to get it done. But we do appreciate you participating if you do. It's a good way to have fun. Another reminder, the quizzes are for fun. So when we see a lot of people who are coming into the channels and just saying, what's the answer? We want to see you try. We want you to, this is a learning and education focused thing. So we want to help you learn more about zkSync, whether it's about the roadmap, whether it's about the big announcement that we had this week. Each one of these quizzes have a specific purpose. And so we'd like our users to try to get the answers instead of just asking for the answer. Some other great new things happening. We have a new ban appeal process. It is appeal.zksync.dev. So if you see that website flowing around, it is from us. We'll put the link in the show notes so you can check that out. And with that new appeal process comes a new email from community. It's community@zksync.io. And when your appeal is approved for the Discord ban, it will send you an email from community@zksync.io, and it will share with you our new Discord invite link, which is join.zksync.dev, which just allows us to have a little bit more secure like entrance into our Discord, so it's not just letting in a ton of bots. And so a few new things. We'll put all those links in the show notes so that you can keep track of those. And then a last reminder or another notice for the community. When we have these big spurts of people joining, as you see on Crew 3, there's some lag and some limiting. We see the same thing on Discord. So if you're trying to join our Discord and you're doing the reaction roll to get your roll for our Discord, and if it's not working, just be patient. It's usually that means that there's so many people on our Discord at once that we're being rate limited. So those reactions aren't being processed to give you your roll. So again, same with the patience thing. It'll be up. I usually try like in a few hours, and things should be back to normal. And the last major announcement for the community this week. Next week, there will be no zkSync Weekly Rollup. In the US, it's Thanksgiving, so I'll be out of office. So we're going to take a little break and let everybody else kind of take a break from the crazy world of crypto too. So no rollup next week, but we'll keep you posted for the week after.
Amazing. And so please remember, next week, no zkSync Weekly Rollup, but everything will be on Discord. So you should be able to do the recap also by yourself.
That's right.
So let's go over the join the mission tweets for this week.
Yeah.
We had several new partners. I think it was the 14th edition of the join the mission tweets. I think you should just give me the rights to share my screen, the expander.
Probably.
And then we can go over the tweet.
All part. Can you do it now?
Yes. Let's go. Here we go. So that was our join the mission tweet for this week. We had several partners and projects joining zkSync 2.0. So the first one was Open Meta NFT, which is an NFT marketplace for zkSync 2.0. And they explain in the thread in their link why they choose zkSync as a platform for the NFT marketplace. Another one, Creatorland, announced their NFT launch platform and marketplace on zkSync 2.0 testnet. So that should give also more flexibility to NFT creators to list their NFTs on several platforms and also to launch their NFT collections. We have Naffles Official. I'm not aware of them. Explain why the lightning fast transaction with nominal fees on zkSync 2.0 were vital in their decision to build on our platform. Welcome, Naffles.
I think
it's great to have you.
Yeah, and I think I've seen them before. It's like a NFT raffle system to be able to like do raffling for NFTs on L1 and on L2, I believe, if I remember that correctly.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. So welcome to zkSync. Happy to have you building on the platform. And finally, we had the Raise Finance launchpad as well, live on zkSync 2.0 to help projects to fundraise, but also to stake, to whitelist, and to have mechanism for token claims, etc. So welcome, Raise Finance. And I think that conclude with the last part. We can conclude with the last partner of the Join the Mission tweet, which is dTribe, an integrated SaaS and PaaS platform with zkSync 2.0, which enables users and all blockchain expertise level to build customizable Web3 application faster and more securely. Welcome, dTribe.
Welcome.
So I think that conclude our Join the Mission tweet.
Yep.
We had, of course, much more coming that came this week. Do we want to go through the Scaling the Mission tweet?
Yeah.
Before going through the big announcements.
Yep, that sounds good.
Let me share that one too. Here we go.
Okay, perfect. So for the Scaling the Mission, this is an opportunity for us to announce any new things coming up, talk about different pieces of our technology. And so this week we talked about a new CLI tool that allows you to kind of kickstart different projects on 2.0. So this kind of goes through, we have 7 threads here that walk you through what the CLI tool does. What is it? Client linear
command line interface?
Yeah, command line interface. There we go.
Interface, yeah. Interface.
Early morning for me. So really the cool thing about this is it allows you to just kind of click and let everything go, and have everything get set up for you. Similar, feel like kind of to like a script, right? You just do zkSync CLI deposit, and the program will request all the necessary details to complete the deposit and everything that you need. So a little bit easier process to do everything instead of having to code everything out, make sure everything's checked. You just kind of run these commands, boom, boom, boom. And I think that's one of these major steps to help onboard developers and make this process easier for people to be able to build on zkSync and scale their dApps and help scale Ethereum.
Totally. So now developers can straight from the terminal deposit and withdraw ETH on zkSync 2.0 testnet. So that should help you a bit, to lower the barriers for onboarding new developers on zkSync.
All developers come. We want you.
All come. Yep.
All are welcome.
Biddle.
All right. Well, I don't see our guest for today yet. I'm saying let's just keep on going with our going.
So we had a lot of big announcement coming this week. I think we're going to start to go through them a little bit, but first sharing the main tweet about these announcements. So 4 different pieces were included in the announcements that we had this week. First, we raised 200 million with a Series C round led by Dragonfly Capital and Blockchain Capital, among others. A16Z was in our leading our Series B, and we had other investors and VCs helping us raise these funds. Second piece of news, we decided to just before going on a open source topic, we have an article on a blog about the raise of 200 million in our Series C. You can have more information about that. One important piece of information that I think the community is excited about is that if there is a token, we've committed to have a 2/3 reserved for the ecosystem. So read more about that in our blog about our fundraising. Second piece of information, and that's a really important and really fundamental one for zkSync, I think, is that we are going full MIT licensed open source for all our code by the milestone for onboarding alpha, which is when we onboard everyone in onboard all the projects and the developers on zkSync for them to deploy their contracts. So MIT license, there was a little bit of debate on Twitter whether open source is actually separate from licensing matters or not. Here we just go full open source license, and people will be able to read the code, to fork the code, to participate in the code. So that's our adoption of the open source philosophy, and you can read more about it in the article by Steve called Open Source is Freedom.
Just like Ethereum.
And yep, exactly. Just like Ethereum, fully open source. And last but not least, an announcement with regard to security, and we are very proud of that one as well. We are proud to announce our partnership with OpenZeppelin. OpenZeppelin is going to conduct our full security audit for zkSync, and I think we don't need to introduce OpenZeppelin anymore. They've been working with Ethereum Foundation, with Optimistic Foundation, with a lot of different projects conducting the audits. They are the leader in security audits for blockchains in general. So very proud of that partnership, and it's a step forward to getting zkSync as the most secure and the most robust layer 2 in the space. And last but not least, we had our CPO Steve live on Bankless in the episode called Full Disclosure, and there on Bankless Steve discuss a few things about zkSync, our philosophy, security, fundraising, So very interesting episode if you want to deep dive into the announcement that we had this week. This is also a recommended video for you to go through.
And I think just to clarify that one, there were some issues with the Bankless video originally. So that tweet, we can't cut that one out, otherwise it throws everything out or everything off. So there is another tweet with the correct video to watch on our page. It's not in this tweet thread, but you could also just go to Bankless's page. You'll find that video on there as well.
Should be around in there.
How much gets tweeted?
Yeah.
There it
that
is.
one. Here's the tweet. Wow. It's getting wild as well on Twitter.
Nice. So, man, yeah. Twitter's wild. Especially right now.
Yeah.
No need to go down that rabbit hole. Yeah.
No, there are rumors that, people are panicking saying, hey, Twitter is not going to be there next week.
Yeah.
It's a chaos, yeah.
I saw that. Yeah. Twitter 2.0 isn't working out so well so far. We'll see.
Let's ask Elon if he wants to build on zkSync.
Or come on a weekly roll-up. Come on board.
Yeah. Happy to have it.
All right. Then we have our 1,000 True Devs. That our post from last week. Our 1,000 True Devs will go out. It goes out on every Friday. But since we air on Friday, we typically miss the 1,000 True Devs. So last week's 1,000 True Devs post was talking about was asking what type of boot camps should we create for Matter University, and to give a little high level overview. The idea, I know Steve has talked about this a lot, and especially on the recent Bankless episode. Matter University is there to help educate the ecosystem. The idea is no matter what skill level you are in crypto or technology, you'd be able to go and learn something or go through these courses. So we really want feedback from you all to see what kind of courses you want. Are you starting your development career and want a beginner's boot camp? What level are you, and what would you like to see? We are very much community first, so we love hearing the feedback from the community and how we can make things work best for you all and have a great experience for you through that process.
And as usual, if you have any questions or any requests for tutorials, feel free to head in our Discord and just we have a channel for tutorial requests. Just feel free to fill the poll or add your entry, and we'll try our best to accommodate your request.
Absolutely. And I think before we get I think we'll actually have some time for questions. If Ankur doesn't come, but we have the last things, just some events that we had this week. We had our Twitter Spaces yesterday with Anthony Rose, our head of engineering, Steve Newcomb, our CPO, and then Marco, our head of BD, lead BD. And so basically, I know that Marco's microphone didn't work, but it was a great AMA to run over like a checkpoint, see how everything was going, and talk about everything, all the new news announcements, basically some of the things that we've gone over here. You can find that on our Twitter page, Twitter AMA. And then Marco actually had another AMA with BitTrue this week that I believe is recorded. Happened yesterday, so I'm not 100% sure. But just some ways to check out, or also to keep them in mind. Like we're having a lot more events, a lot more speaking opportunities. So keep up with our Twitter or on our events channel on Discord. We'll post things when we have different people from our team talking around different locations. And I think that's it for this week.
Yeah, I think it's mostly it, and we have a few questions indeed from community members.
Yeah, do you want to take one? Do you want to do just like switch off? You take one, I'll take one.
Let's do that. Okay, I can go through that one. Considering the recent events in the crypto market regarding security, what is your solution for the peace of mind and security of your investors and users? Well, in general, self-custody I think it's that's the what zkSync and Ethereum in general wants to promote. The famous meme, not your keys, not your token.
Mm-hmm.
So self-custody, just have your we're proud at zkSync to our Matter Labs to be developing a product that promotes self-custody, and it's our mission to promote financial self-sovereignty. So I would say we develop and build always with that mission in mind. So that's how we protect, I would say, the security of our investors and users.
Yep.
And zkSync is a zkEVM in general, so it inherits the security from Ethereum. So we aim at having to derive the security of Ethereum, and on top of that, having all our contracts audited when we launch. So security is our priority.
Yeah.
And as Steve said yesterday in Bankless, it's security that sets the pace for when we're going to open the gate, and not marketing or any different other considerations. Security is our highest priority.
Yep. Always been. And anybody who's ever asked me in the time that I've been here, it's always that we would rather make sure that everything is secure and ready to go than try to rush to meet a milestone or some checkpoint. So security is always first in mind. And I think I just want to make a clarification. I think you had said zkSync is a zkEVM, so it inherits the security of Ethereum, but it would be more of a zk rollup inherits the security, right?
Yep.
Okay.
True. Yep.
I'm trying to think through that. I think I'm wondering if it's like chicken and egg. You can't have a zkEVM without it being a zk rollup, but I think you could. So I don't. Yeah. Anyways, they'll figure it out.
There was, I think, I do not remember if it was on this prosthesis or there was a tweet that was saying that we should rename zk rollup validity rollup. Because
yeah.
it was misleading to call them zk rollup. So, but yeah, that's just it's indeed semantic. In the end, zk rollups such as zkSync wants to indeed inherit the security of Ethereum, is decentralization, using zero knowledge proofs.
Yeah.
So that's how we promote the security of investors and users.
Nice. I will take one next. Do you plan to integrate into protocols like layer 0? It'd be very convenient. Yeah, we are planning. We want everybody and anyone who is on Ethereum or on any other EVM chain or planning to build on EVM to build on zkSync 2.0. So definitely could happen with layer 0. It's all about just that communication and working together to build on, right? We're planning to be a permissionless system and network, so we welcome anyone and everyone to join on. So yeah, very well could be. I don't know if there's any specifics about layer 0, but come on over layer 0.
Just try. Here a question. Please, guys, clarify the Bankless tweet regarding the snapshot that has already been taken. Indeed, there was a tweet by Bankless. I think it was just saying snapshot taken or something like that. It's not related to us. It's a Bankless thing. So here's the clarification. Nothing related to zkSync.
Yeah, nothing from us. If it was related to us, it'd be on our Twitter. So we don't really have any comment because we don't really know where that is coming from for Bankless. So you can reach out to them, see what's going on. Okay, how this next one? How do we join Matter University? I need an education. So Matter University isn't out quite yet. So just keep posted. We'll let you know when we have more information and how you can start signing up once it is out and about. And we have our 10-minute mark. Zoom just yelled at me.
Yep, indeed. We're sorry for today not having our guest. We'll try to do that not next week, as a reminder, the week after, because next week we won't have any zkSync Weekly Rollup. So again, small parenthesis. Next week, no zkSync Weekly Rollup, and again, apologize for not having the guest today.
Yeah. We'll We'll figure it out. That's all right. I think that's the cool thing about the community. They roll with the punches. And I wanted to go back to that snapshot thing or snapshot post from Bankless. We've seen a lot of people coming into our Discord saying a snapshot taken. There's no token for zkSync right now, so just there's no snapshot, anything that you're seeing like that, any promise of rewards or airdrops. If you see that from a website that's pretending to be zkSync, just be careful out there, be vigilant, always double check the things that you're signing. They'll introduce this thing called FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. So you rush, you don't think correctly because you're like, oh, I have to, I only have 30 seconds left. So always take your time. We'll never put you in a rush situation where it's the first people to get there. That's not part of our ethos, and that's not how we run. So just be careful out there. All official announcements will come from our Twitter or from our Discord, and we will give you plenty of heads up. There will be no race to anything. Just wanted to say that.
Be careful out there.
Yeah,
there's a lot of impersonator, whether on Twitter, fake website. Be careful, always verify that you're using our official links. That is our official Twitter. In doubt, verify. Always.
Let's see. So we have, I don't know how much time. It usually tells me, oh, we have 7 minutes left. We'll take some more questions.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. Will there be any advantages in the future for those who completed tasks in Crew 3? No. Right now it's just like a bragging rights, like, hey, I'm top of the leaderboard. We know that the community really wanted to be engaged and do different things in the community. We saw that the quizzes with having a POAP at the end and using Google Forms got a lot of bots. And this is an opportunity for us to do some proper education before Matter University is out there, and make sure that we help focus in on the important parts of each of the announcements. That way people are up to date. So like the roadmap quizzes were there to make sure that everybody knew each step of our roadmap and knowing okay, this milestone, this is what's going to happen. So the reward is just having more education about zkSync and having some bragging rights and having fun. Sometimes there's some Discord roles with it too. So right now it's kind of an experiment to see how things go and how we can better engage the community.
Yeah. And I see that ICO News or Links Crypto mentioned that it would be beneficial to have a directory on the website with a list of all the genuine projects using zkSync and testnet. There is an ecosystem page that you can consult. We're going to post them in the chat here, and you will be able to see that one. We are about to update it too, so just feel free to go to that page.
Yeah, and then I'm actually going to put first, I think I heard that question yesterday, ICO News. And ICO News, it's great to see you here. I think you've been here every week, and it's great seeing you interacting. So thank you for being here. I think I remember hearing your question. We do have it's more of just managed by the community. We have a zkSync 2.0 testnet applications Notion page that we allow, we ask different, I don't know if that link is going to work maybe it will. But it allows you, or it has projects on there that are on testnet, and we have a new status, whether it's online or reported offline, so you can test that out or test out these different projects. And then there's links for how to contact them, how to get to the application. And if you're seeing this for the first time, this is not something to report feedback or to submit random forms. This is for teams, projects, and devs who want to get more exposure. I've had hundreds of people submit random submissions and put their wallet address and say testnet good. It's no, that's not what this is for. So ICO, if that link works, then great. If it doesn't work, on our Discord, you can go to the testnet guide channel and you'll find the link in there. Or you can always email us at support@zkSync.io or community@zkSync.io, and we can send that over to you. And I'll put it in the show notes too. I guess that's a good idea.
And I have a question for you, BXPana.
Yeah.
I wanted to know if our community are maybe going to get POAPs for participating in that call.
Which one? This This
Any
one?
form of no, for at some point, because I know that we had on the server people coming back and asking us about POAP. At what stage are we with that? I
Yeah.
think people wanted to have some POAPs.
Yeah, we definitely love doing all sorts of fun things to reward, to like give back to our community, to engage our community, to feel that place of belonging. So we've been looking at some different solutions for POAPs and on-chain activity. So I don't want to be a hyper, but or over hyper, but soon, right? We're looking into some different solutions that would allow us to have more a finite release and making sure that people are real, not bots. And it's something that we were talking to the POAP team about, and they introduced us to this project that's working on a solution for that. So we'll keep you posted on that, and hopefully we'll have some more POAPs soon.
Amazing, thank you. So soon, more POAPs. And just as a reminder, next week again, we have no zkSync Weekly Rollup from the week after. We have only 3 minutes left. Questions about airdrop and distribution, and we won't cover them. As usual, there is no current airdrop right now. Be careful of scams. Tokenomics, for now, we don't have more information that if there is a token, 2/3 will be go for the community. And what is our roadmap for 2023? Well, you can see our latest medium, one of our latest Medium posts.
I got it.
There we highlight, yep, perfect. So it's going to be shared in YouTube. You can see our next steps and next milestones, from fair onboarding to fair launch. These are the different steps.
And I just want to touch base on the tokenomics thing. I think Steve had mentioned it in the ramp AMA that it was going to be announced in the next few days or something. Like we talked about before, we don't want to rush things, so we'll just, whenever things are ready to be announced and released, we'll make sure to get that out to you. So we'll keep you guys all posted on that.
And everyone sends proof on Discord. We saw so many proofs. Proof of attendance.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see here. Any other big ones we missed?
I think we're good. You're welcome. As usual, when you have questions, feel free to tune in for the zkSync Weekly Rollup on Fridays. We are happy to answer always the questions live. And next time we will be present with our guest.
Yeah, that's right. I think really quick before this last minute is up, Liha had a question about how to protect the private key during the transfer assets through CLI interface. That is a wonderful question. We invite you to join our developer Discord to check in and see and ask us that. We can look into that as well. Our immediate technical knowledge, well, at least for me, is I don't know exactly right off the spot without looking into it further. Maybe Esteban, do you have, or Sisyphos, do you have any?
I would say common practice is to store the keys as an environment variable. But I would say apart from that, yeah, come to our Discord and we can look into that. But that would be my immediate answer. If you use the CLI, store your private keys as an environmental variable.
Okay, cool. And Liha, you can do, running a node on zkSync, you can do local testing to have a separate local environment for zkSync and for L1, but there isn't anything that like connects to the direct information on our testnet. But I know we only have a few seconds left, so I'll say my goodbyes. Happy Friday, everybody. It's great to have you here again. And again, no weekly roll up next week, and hopefully we'll have our guest our next time. Oh no! All right, well, we're out of here.